Ever wonder how MrBeast grabs your attention with those YouTube thumbnails? Well, today, I'm going to spill the beans on how he does it. We're going to take a look at Photoshop and figure out the tricks he uses to make his thumbnails so irresistible. Ready to find out? Let's get started. We start by creating a new thumbnail file. Then we open up a MrBeast picture after converting the layer to a smart object, and we place it to our Canva. I always start with Camera Raw Filter, where I do most of my retouches. This is where 80% of the work is done. I always adjust the light, color, effect, and detail. Let me know in the comments if you want a dedicated tutorial on how I do my Camera Raw presets. Now it's time for skin smoothing. We press Ctrl+J to duplicate the layer, and then we open Camera Raw Filter again, and we start by reducing the texture and increasing the noise reduction. Then we hold Alt while clicking on the mask, and we choose a soft rounded brush with 1 to 3% flow and start painting with the white color over his skin. And be careful not to paint the hair, eyes, nose and beard, as we want to keep the natural texture of these areas. Next, it's time for color correction. We start by creating a new color balance layer, and we clip it by holding Alt between the two layers. I often add some reddish and magenta tones in the shadows, highlights, and mid-tones to get that catchy look. After that, we need to create a curve layer and increase the mid-tones, as this layer will be utilized for dodging the skin to help get that cartoonish effect. We use the same brush preset that we did in the previous step and start painting with the white color over his nose, cheeks, forehead, and eyes. Next, we create another curve adjustment layer and reduce the mid-tones, as this layer will be for the burning effect. We use the same brush as usual and start painting with a white color under his cheeks, the area close to his nose, and the outer side of his cheeks. Now it's time to whiten his teeth and eyes. We create a black and white layer and increase the reds. Then we click Ctrl+I to invert the mask, and we choose a hard round brush with 100% flow, and we start painting with a white color over his teeth and eyes. In the final step, I select all the layers to duplicate them and group them by clicking Ctrl+G. Next, I hit Ctrl+E to merge them into one single layer. Forget to clip the layer. I choose the dodge tool to brighten up his eyes and also his teeth. You can also play with the opacity of this layer if you ever exaggerate with the effect. And voila, here is the final result. Got questions? Let me know in the comments below, and see you next time for another tutorial.